right. Describing patterns. Realistically, you're going to describe patterns and also extend the pattern. Okay? For example, if I gave you this pattern, we said 3, 6, 9, 12, dot, dot, dot. Okay? First of all, we want to describe what is happening. What is happening to those numbers? Raise your hand. Quade? Huh? Okay, you're going in a pattern of 3, but what mathematically are you doing to the numbers? You're on the right track. I just need to know mathematically what you're doing. You're adding what to each number? 3. So the pattern is adding 3. That's the pattern. You must describe the pattern. Not only are we going to describe the pattern, but we're also going to extend the pattern. Okay? We're going to extend it to the next 3 numbers. So the next 3 numbers or values would be, what would be the next one, Jesse?
Next number is
15. Okay. The next one, Cameron? 18. The next one takes you on? 21. Okay. So the answer to the problem is adding the 3 and the 3 numbers. Okay. So this and that would be the answers. Okay. Now, if they don't say list the pattern, then you don't have to list it. All right. If they don't say list the pattern, then you don't have to list it. Okay. They just tell you to extend it out and give them the next 3 numbers. Then you give them the next 3 numbers. All right. Now, let's look at another pattern. Let's see here. All right. 4, 12, 36, 108. All right, so we want to know what could we have done to go from 4 to 12? What's something we could have done to go from 4 to 12, Lily? Mathematically, that is. What would we have done to 4 to make it 12? Right, we multiply it by 3. So that's one thing that we could have done. Okay, what is something else that we could have done to 4 to make it 12? Jesse? We could have added 8. So we could have added 8. Now, what we have to do is we have to decide which one of those patterns that we did. To do that, we're going to go from 12 to 36. Okay? So if I add 8 to 12, what do you get? 20. So if I took 8 plus 12, that would equal 20. That is not correct. Okay? Because I don't have 20 as my next number. If, however, I took 12 times 3, what would that equal? 36. So that is my pattern. So what Lily said was correct. The pattern is to multiply by 3. Now I need to extend it to the next 3 numbers or values. So to extend it then, I have to take 108 times 3. What is 108 times 3? What is 108 times 3? Take Sean. What? No, not 316 or 60. Cameron. 324. So that is 324. So that's our next number, 324. Now I have to do the next pattern. So that's 324 times 3. Okay, 324 times 3 is going to be what? Tristan? Yes, 972. Good. So that's my next number in the blank, 972. Now I've got to figure the third one, 972 times 3. Give you a second to work that, and then I'll ask for answers. All right. Quade, what'd you get? Yes, 2,916. So that's my next number. So these together are your answers. Okay? The multiply by 3 and then the 3 numbers. All right? Now, if you don't have your book out, you need to have your book out. Okay? Turn to section 1 of chapter 1. I'm on page 7. And I want you to do number 14 on your own. Do number 14 on your own. Describe the pattern on number 14, and then give me the next 3 numbers. Remember, always write the original problem. Original problem is 80, 72, 64, 56, ...
Mr. Tidwell, could you call 301, please?
What's the pattern? Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's not, though. Going from there to there is not right. That is the correct pattern, but going from that number to that number is not correct. Mm-hmm. Yes, good. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. 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 All right. Most of you have seen is correct. Now, here's one thing that you need to do. some of you did this as your pattern. Okay, well, to me, all that is negative 8. Okay, so make sure you write the actual words. Subtracting 8. Okay, make sure you have that as the actual word. Subtracting 8 is you're describing the pattern. Okay, I'm not going to make you write the sentence like they do in the book. They would say, you're subtracting 8 from the previous number, okay, or something like that. We're just subtracting 8. Now, the ones that I saw, everybody had the correct 3 numbers. 48, 40, 32. Okay, so that is the answer to number 14. Now, I always won't, put the numbers down, obviously, and tell you, hey, that's number 14. But the reason we always take good notes and we take down everything I put on the screen, because 99% of it is coming directly out of your homework to make it that much easier on you when you try to do your homework. All right, now, let's look at 16. 16 says 1, 6, 36, 216, ... Okay, so as I look at this, what I want to ask myself is, I went from 1 to 6. What are the only 2 things that I can do to 1 to make it 6? What's one thing, Brandon? Multiply it by 6. So the first thing is, I can multiply by 6. That's the first thing. What's the other thing I could do to 1 to make it 6? Levi? I could add 5. Okay? That's the 2 things that I could do to 1 to make it 6. What I need to test, though, is if I do 6 and I want to go to 36. Well, what is 6 plus 5? 11. So that can't be correct. What is 6 times 6? 36. So that does match. So this one's not. Multiplying by 6 is my pattern. Okay? Now I have to figure out the other 3 numbers. So I start with 216 and I multiply by 6. 6 times 216 is what? This one's going to be a little bit more difficult because there are larger numbers that we're dealing with to start with. Tristan? Nope. Close, but nope. Levi? 290? Nope. Brandon? 1,296 is the first one. Okay, 1,296 is the first number. Now, to figure the second one, I have to take 1,296 and multiply it by 6. So that is 6, carry my 3. That is 7, carry my 5. That is 12, be 17, carry my 1. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1, 7. So 7,776. That's your second number. Times 6. So that would be 6, carry my 3. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 3 would be 45, carry my 4. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 4 would be 6, carry my 4. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 4 would be 46. So, my 3 numbers, 1,296, 7,776, 46,656. Okay? Lily?
Is that a 3 or a
5. Yeah, it's a 5 right here. Okay. Now, to check, we said 1,296 times 6, right? That one's right. Times 6 again. Is that right? 46,556, okay. All right, so I made sure we had the right answer there. I can occasionally make a mistake. Not often, maybe once every 10 years, but, you know. All right, so that's the pattern. These are the three numbers. Okay, we multiplied by 6. There's our three numbers. Okay, pretty simplistic there. All right, now I want you to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I want you to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. They want you to match the pattern for each one with the choices on the right. So in your answers, you're going to put either A, B, C, or D. Okay? Do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, you do not listen to me. I'm just going to let you on 1, 2, 3, and 4, just put the letters. You don't have to write out the original problem on those. Okay? So just put the letter of the correct answer by each number. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to figure that out. So you're matching is what you're doing. All right, number 1. Erica, what'd you get? C as in cat? Yes, that is correct. So C is the correct answer for number 1. What about number 2? Cameron? A, that is correct. What about number 3, Tayshawn? Which one? D is in dog? That is correct. And the last one then that leaves for the only letter left, Jesse? B, that is correct. Okay? So we got C, A, D, and B. All right, so now you're getting the hang of it. Now, all right, your homework. Got a lot of time left in class to do it. Okay? Your homework is, remember, this goes in the homework section, not in your notes section. 1.1, 1 through 21, and 28 through 31. Okay, 1 through 21, 28 through 31. Okay?